bald bitch. Okay, Dad, you can turn. Dad. Oh, I said I'm good. Oh, I love you so much, so much.
TLC told viewers to grab the tissues, but I don't think anybody expected Baylen's wedding first look with her dad to turn into a full-blown emotional ambush. Because somehow, in the middle of tears, a princess-level wedding gown, and one father realizing his little girl is actually getting married, Baylen still managed to hit him with the most Baylen greeting imaginable, bald bish. And weirdly, that one chaotic little moment may be exactly why this scene hit people so hard. Baylen steps out in this huge, sparkling gown looking like she walked straight out of the childhood version of her own dream wedding. Her dad, Alan, has his back turned. She tells him he can turn around, he sees her, and almost immediately the emotions take over. There's no big speech prepared, no polished reality TV monologue. Baylen is crying. Alan is clearly overwhelmed, and then she starts telling him what he actually means to her. Her hero, her rock, her backbone, her support, and most importantly, someone who has been there through everything. That is where this stops being just another cute father sees daughter in wedding dress scene, because underneath all the glitter, this moment is really about transition. Alan isn't just looking at Baylen as a bride, he's looking at every version of his daughter at once. The little girl, the teenager, the daughter he has worried about, the daughter he has protected, and now the woman standing in front of him about to start a completely different chapter of her life. He even admits that emotionally, part of him still sees her as that much younger kid. And parents watching this scene immediately understood what he meant. The comment section basically became one giant support group. People were saying they cried, their husbands cried, they wished they had a relationship with their own fathers like Baylen does, and several viewers started sharing deeply personal memories of fathers they had lost. One commenter, who lost her mother as a teenager, talked about how meaningful it was having her father there for her wedding, while another described missing the chance to have a moment like this with her own dad. That tells you something important. The scene wasn't powerful because Baylen's dress was expensive looking. It wasn't powerful because TLC added emotional editing. People connected to the idea of having someone in your corner for years and suddenly realizing that time keeps moving whether you're ready for it or not. And then, because this is the internet, even a father-daughter crying session somehow became controversial. Some viewers actually questioned why Baylen was doing a first look with her dad instead of only with her future husband. One person asked whether a father of the bride should be saying, "You look so good," instead of specifically saying how beautiful she looked. And I have to say, this is where reality TV fandom gets fascinating. We can watch two people crying, hugging, saying they love each other, and somehow somebody will still pull out an invisible rule book and start grading the emotional vocabulary. You look so good? Wrong answer. -5 dad points. Meanwhile, Alan is standing there barely holding himself together. But there was another layer of criticism that deserves a little more attention. Some viewers continue to question Baylen's tics and whether certain moments become more noticeable when cameras are around. One commenter even said they believed many of her tics were for the camera, while still admitting this particular scene felt special. That skepticism has followed Baylen because her Tourette syndrome is such a visible part of the show. But there's a dangerous leap between saying reality television is edited and assuming that means someone's medical condition is being fabricated. Those are not the same claim. Reality television absolutely shapes narratives. Producers choose scenes, editors choose reactions, networks choose promotional clips. But Baylen having a tic during an emotional interaction doesn't somehow cancel the emotion happening underneath it. If anything, the bald bish moment is exactly what makes this feel less polished. Imagine the perfectly manufactured version of this scene. Soft music, dad turns, daughter says something elegant, everyone cries beautifully. Cut to commercial. Instead, Baylen's brain throws an unexpected phrase into one of the most emotional moments of her life, and her dad doesn't recoil, he doesn't embarrass her, he doesn't make the moment about himself, he just keeps loving his daughter. That's the part people are reacting to, not perfection, acceptance. And then there's the conversation about Baylen's sister. Several commenters saw her standing in the background with her arms folded and immediately decided she looked jealous or irritated. One viewer literally described her as hating from a distance, while another claimed she was probably heated. But hold on. Crossed arms are not a confession. A facial expression caught for 2 seconds is not a psychological evaluation. This is one of reality TV's oldest traps. The camera gives viewers one reaction shot, and suddenly we've invented an entire sibling rivalry. Maybe there are complicated feelings in that family. Maybe there aren't, but this clip alone doesn't prove it. What it does prove is how quickly audiences start searching for conflict when the actual scene is about love. And maybe that's why this moment stands out. There really isn't a villain here. There's just a dad trying to process the fact that his daughter is getting married. There's Baylen, buried under what she jokes feels like 50 pounds of dress, looking like the sparkly princess version of herself she apparently always imagined. And there's this strange mixture of adulthood and childhood happening at the exact same time. Alan sees a bride, but he also sees his little girl. Baylen sees her wedding day, but she also sees the person she says has been her rock through her entire life. And for once, the most dramatic part of reality television isn't somebody throwing a drink or exposing a secret. It's time passing. That's why so many viewers weren't just crying for Baylen, they were crying about their own dads, their own daughters, their own weddings, and the moments they either got to experience or desperately wish they still could. So what do you think? Was this one of the most genuine moments Baylen out loud has given us? Or do you understand the viewers who still struggle to separate authentic family emotion from the reality TV machine surrounding it? And what about Alan? Did this scene officially put him in the running for reality TV's most beloved dad? Drop your take in the comments because I already know people are divided on this one. And if you love breaking down the moments underneath the drama, hit like, subscribe to Truth Talk Tribe, and I'll see you in the next one.